Good morning, YouTubers. Here's your zip code Farik. Matt Shiny here in the ZCF studios in Southern California, the 92805 zip code for the weekly zip, and it is 77623 in the state of Texas. On this June 7th, here in Southern California, it's partly cloudy. Actually, it's overcast completely, our June gloom before the summer heat really hits. And summer hasn't hit yet. So, anyway, 77623. And this part of Texas is interesting to me because it has something that a lot of people forget Texas has. A lot of us Americans do, and I think some Texans as well. It has a coastline, 367 miles long on the Gulf of Mexico. Although these days, the powers that be are calling it the Gulf of America. Whatever, as far as I'm concerned. 77623 is 14.7 square miles in area and contains 680 people, and it's called High Island, Texas. In the Bolivar Peninsula, in Spanish it's called Bolivar, but the locals call it Bolivar Peninsula. It's just outside of Galveston and about 75 miles east-southeast of Houston. It's in the hurricane belt for sure. It's actually a peninsula right off the mainland, and the intracoastal waterway goes through. Texas is the western end of this. It goes from the southern tip of the state all the way down into Florida. 77623, as I said, has 680 people in it, and not much more because, again, the big thing here is hurricanes. 3 of them have hit in the last 25 years, and the largest one was Ike, which hit in 2008 and pretty much devastated the area. High Island kind of escaped some of the worst damage because it's at 38 feet above sea level on what's called a salt dome. And the storm surges did get other areas right around High Island that are also on the Bolivar Peninsula, but it didn't really hit High Island the same way it hit Gilchrist and some other places. The famous thing about High Island, there are really no famous residents here at this time, but there's a woman by the name of Jane Herbert Wilkinson Long, who she claims, and we find out later it's not totally true, but she claimed to have the first Anglo baby in the state of Texas on December 21st, 1821. Her husband was James Long, who led an expedition to this area while it was still part of Mexico, before it gained independence from Mexico, and died in holding the area from them. And in the meantime, she gave birth to this baby. And she also had a little black girl with her, which was essentially a slave girl, being a good Marylander that she was. She was from Calvert County, Maryland originally. And one chronicler noted that really this woman encapsulated the history of Texas from then on out, white and black. Now, as I said, later research and things revealed that there are other Anglo babies being born between 1807 and 1825, which would place her claim as being false. Perhaps she was not aware of it. But regardless, she's known as the Mother of Texas as a result of this, and people taking her word for it. So, Mother of Texas. As I said, today, people live here, but it's a tourist area as well. Median age here is 59.5 years. So, probably a retirement mecca, really, for folks that don't mind this lifestyle. And it's also a big bird sanctuary. There's more birds here probably than people at different times of the year. They, on their way south, they stop here, and then again on their way north. Right now, it's 86 degrees, 79% humidity. High of 89, low of 81. Tomorrow, be a high of 88, low of 81, partly cloudy. Monday, high of 88, low of 82, partly cloudy. Tuesday, high of 85, low of 79, cloudy. And then there's rain and thunderstorms for the rest of the week coming up. Hopefully nothing goes to hurricane strength. So, High Island 77623, Texas. If you hit like, leave a comment in the comment section below, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.